Standing here with five-time national returning champion, the Rancho Carne Toro. Making the smallest serious senior tourist shipment. Tourists, things we've come to expect from the
Hey General, how are you doing? I was just I was just putting in my community tab, just posting that I was live now. I've been doing good. I was watching TV and I fell asleep and I just woke up about 20 minutes ago and well probably a little less than that and started getting everything together. So thank God it doesn't take long to bring Streamline up. So, how are you doing today? How are you doing? I know you it's the wee hours of the morning now. Good, good. Yeah, so I have not been out the house for a little bit, and so got a lot of things done. Yesterday, well, Sunday actually. Um, Finished my carpet cleaning and stuff like that. Nothing exciting. Nothing exciting. But listen, I wanted to come on, and I don't know. I guess this will be a quick subject, but I was gonna title it, but I decided to just leave it a open discussion. Hey, SP, how are you? How are you doing? Thank you for coming in. Hey, Zero, what's up? What is up? Hope you guys are doing well, staying safe. But I just wanted to, just a quick little thing, unless you guys want to talk about it more. One of my subjects, I was just gonna say how broke is too broke. I mean, when you're dating someone or looking for someone to be a partner, I mean, when you get to a certain stage of your life, what are you willing, as far as choosing your partner, what are you willing to compromise on? And I was mainly thinking about how far that person is to being financially, have financial freedom. Uh, because I think when you're looking for someone, and I'm just putting it out there because I'm not even speaking for me. Just, I mean, are you willing to hook up with someone at the stage of life you are right now? Hook up with someone that has nothing and might still be living with their mama. But as far as accomplishments or whatever, it's like, are you still in your teens or your 20s? I mean, how broke is broke? Yeah, I haven't seen her either. Zero. She was, oh yeah, well, she was in Saturday, so she just missed yesterday's. Like, you got to remember, she's in the UK. You don't think about that, SP? I don't think about that as far as future, but sometimes you look back, at least me. I look back and I say, you know, why did I put up with that? Because you gotta, people who are looking for someone, and just because that's a subject that, I don't see for me, I think it's still interesting for people who want to, be married, or want to have a partner. Because if I pick a subject that just pertained to me, you know, I don't know. A lot of people may not be able to connect with it. SP says the Lord has blessed me with a prosperous FICO score. And you know what, SP, that's good, because even if you don't have the funds for a particular thing that you want to do, with a good credit, you can get anything. And I understand what you're saying, because God has blessed me with that. And, and it's not always been like that. Um, but for a while now, it's like, God bless you with a good score. And, emergency come up, and you don't have to worry about it. Of course, you don't want to use that all the time, because, the more you use your card, or having a good score, your score goes down. Hey, Sandy K, how are you doing? Hey, sis, how are you? How are you? I was just bringing something up really quick. Oh, General says that she's back to work, so she has to get that needed rest. I know that's right. I know working and you dog tired, like that's not a good match. That's not a good look. But Sandy, we were talking about, and like it's not something that we might not think about, but I was just talking about finances as far as when you're looking for someone, when you're looking for a partner, looking for that mate at the stage of life that we're in now. If people are, single and looking to hook up with someone, I shouldn't have said hook up, but you know what I mean. Um, and they have nothing. And I'm telling you, I know of some single guys, and it could be ladies too, that's still living with their mom. And not because they had their mom brought in so they can watch her and take care of her, make sure she's straight, and it's one thing your mom living with you, but you living with your mom. I was just talking about finances. How broke is broke? How much would you compromise? How much would you deal with? And so I was telling SP, I really want to expand my mind to not always think of issues and subjects that's about me, just open up, because a lot of people, are turned off even thinking that the guy lived with his mom. I dated an inherited millionaire, and I was married a woman with no credit, no money, no formal education. Both of them had their own issues outside of finances. I know that's right. But we all realize that um, finances is way up there. There's exceptions to the rule, but finances are way up there when it comes to problems in a marriage, in a relationship. Oh, okay. General, I know that rest can be, yeah. Yeah, and so finances is real important. And it's not like somebody got to be a millionaire. Now, if I was in that position in my life right now that I would wanted to spend it with someone, finances would be very important to me. Not the number one thing, because the number one thing, he would have to be a man of God, and all that goes with that. But finances would be way up there, because at this stage in my life, I'm not willing to start all over. What's that saying? Um, I can do bad by myself. It's so true. It's so true. So if I was talking about me, you have to bring something to the table, just like I'm gonna bring something to the table. Because arguing about money, I mean that's like, especially if the other person is lazy and things are not going to get better because they don't have the initiative or the drive to go out there and hustle or do what they need to do. And I don't mean anything illegal, guys, but go out there and try find a good job or the better job, or if they're working at a job, trying to get those um get those promotions. Mm-mm. I could not be with anyone with nothing. At this stage in my life, I couldn't do that. And I know this might offend anyone, and I don't mean to offend anyone. Mainly, people who would watch the replay. I'm not even, trying to go there. But we got to realize a lot of divorces, the finances are some of the main reasons. So for me, if I was trying to, seek someone as my partner, We have to go over finances. And you don't wait until you get with someone. You don't wait to start doing something about it. When you anticipate that, okay, one day I want to get married and I want the family and I want the house and I want this. Before you even get married, you're supposed to go for those things and get those things in line if that's what you want. So many people get married and they shouldn't have because they didn't prepare for it. They wait until they get married or in a relationship before, and then sometimes the opportunity is not there at that time. And a lot of men or women just don't think about, 5 years from now. Where do I want to be 5 years? Do I still want to be renting 5 years ago? You know. So that was just one thing I just wanted to bring up. We don't have to, we didn't have to, just stay on the subject, but that was one thing. And let's see. I I never really thought about that ever in my life. I was raised by a man, so my job is to protect and provide. Yeah, but a lot of people don't think like USP. A lot of people want to look for the other person, you know, to a lot of men. I'll put it that way. They haven't planned properly, and they wasn't taught to protect and provide. I am a very supportive man to my wife. If I had one, I don't mind paying all the bills. And you are not. You may be the exception in a lot of cases because I hear so many ladies complaining about that area. Hold on, let me just go down so I don't miss anybody's comments. Her money is her money. Oh, a lot of ladies would like that, SP. Um, if I was in a situation where my money would be my money and he provided and everything, I would still want to do something. Um, I would still want to be a good partner and I would still want to take some of the slack, some of the burdens of everything. And if he was just adamant about, you just do what you want with your money, I would just make sure he was straight. The house needed something. I would still contribute in a lot of ways. And maybe that's because I've just been that kind of person. I dated a guy who didn't work for much money, but because he was loving, compassionate, respectful, and always there for me, his credit didn't matter. And you know what? Those other, I mean, the loving, the compassion, respect. I mean, that's up there. But see, at that, let me just tell you how I feel at the stage I am now. Back in the day, that I would have said, you know what? I mean, I got the, perfect man on paper, minus the finances. But at this stage in my life, General, I'm gonna be honest with you. You got to come with more than some compassion and loving, and you can always respect if me. That's not even debatable. You gonna respect me. But at this stage in my life, I'm not paying for everything. I'm not, if it, you got to have, cause that loving is good, compassion, respect is a must, but it don't pay the bills. But we just got to agree that the respect got to be there, the compassion got to, and you got to be loving, but you got to have some money too. And the way I feel at this stage in my life, like I said, younger, we can build together. It don't matter because we're gonna do this. We're gonna do this as a team. But right now, you better bring some money along with all that other stuff. Whatever she makes when she works or she retires is her. My money is the money that handles all the bills. And you know what? Coming from a family SP where my dad was the breadwinner and my mom only worked when she had to, I mean, when she wanted to, she didn't have to. And when she did work, my sister and I was the only two in school. We were in high school together. She was two grades ahead of me. And she kept us sharp with the shoes. And then, the only thing I hated about that, what teenager, 14 and 16, going on 17, want to dress alike. We wasn't twins. But yeah, I come from that household. So you know what? The part the role that my mom took, I think I got my work ethics and everything from my dad. That I just never ever wanted to be a housewife, to just a stay at home housewife. I never wanted to be, where I just stay home and watch the kids. Zero said if my money is my money. And who gonna pay the bills? But I'm like, whatever I bring to the table, you better bring the table to the table and more. That's the way I am. I'm just not the kind of person that, you know, I'm just not taking care of no man unless he was, let me put it this way, unless there was a good reason, unless he was disabled, and it's got to be certain circumstances. It's got to be certain circumstances. Then I wouldn't mind. And especially General, like you said, if he was loving and compassionate and he was all that, oh yeah. And I had to work because there were legitimate reasons why he couldn't, or if he could work, there was restrictions. And then yeah, that goes without saying. I would not leave him if something ever happened and he couldn't fill that role before, but he always had, and he was all of the other good qualities. Yeah, that way, I would just say to him, "Oh, we straight. Just work on, just work on getting better. Just um, and especially if he was able to maintain the things at home. And so when I got home, I wouldn't have to, have another full time job with my full time job. Oh yeah, don't Americans have joint accounts with their other? Um, a lot of them do. A lot of us have joint accounts, but then a lot of people I know, she has her account and he has his account. The At this stage of my life, General, I would never have my name on anybody with me. We have a general account. Excuse me. We have a main account, and we both contribute to that account. Uh, and it would be for paying the bills. Oh, I didn't read that. I feel like if I have been paying all the bills before I was married, then let me keep paying all the bills while I'm married. I don't complain about it. I just do it. Oh, SP, uh, let some women replay this. They're gonna find your channel. They're gonna be looking for you. I understand your point, Marilyn. As the rapper Kill said, you better respect me. Better, and that's right. That's right. That's gonna be, even if you don't have the others, you better respect me. Because it's not gonna work. It's not gonna work. Marilyn, I also agree that there is a cutoff point for struggle love. Oh, yes, that's what I'm talking about, General. I don't want to be bothered with no struggle love. You know, it's like, and I did a lot of that being, young, because I married young. Oh, you think this stage of my life, I want some struggle love? Don't want no parts of it. Hey, Kyrie, how you doing? Haven't heard from you in a long time, sis. Thank you for coming in. Thank you very much. Just make yourself acquainted with everybody here. Everybody say hey to Kyrie. She's so cool. You can bring, you can have loving, compassionate, and respectful respect along with all the bills being paid. Yeah, I agree, SP. You get no argument from me. Yeah, you can. But when I'm gonna tell you something. Back in the day, newlyweds struggling like you never heard of, just downright disrespect struggle. The respect leaves. Well, let me just put it this way: the respect left because I just can't be with a person with no drive, no ambition, no nothing, no money, and you stay for certain reasons, but there's a time, when you're pregnant, and then you got to take some time off sooner or later because you got to have the baby and all that comes with that. You know what I mean? So you still not showing any initiative to take care of your family? Oh no, no, no. A woman will not respect a man, or this woman did not respect a man that don't take care of his family. And I'm not saying, out of, I mean, I helped. In fact, I shouldn't even say it like that. I had the load on me, and so no, at this stage of my life, no money, no. And I'm gonna say something that's gonna surprise you guys, and maybe not everybody. Let me read your Marilyn. I think I was lucky because that guy is now a nurse and we are still together, but it doesn't always work out that way for everybody. No, it don't. And you are truly blessed because it sounds like you guys just kind of worked it out on, how you was gonna do things. And yeah, that's both of you guys are doing this what you love, I think, because you chose that profession. So so I'm gonna jump out there and just say uh, uh, that you love your occupation and you're still together after years. And so you probably you work together, and that's what I mean. um a lot of women don't have someone that will work with them. um I found that a lot of women are taking care of men these days. And the men, and a lot of men, and I'm not talking about you, Zero, or USP. I'm not talking about you guys, but I know a lot of women who are taking care of the men. And the men are fine with it. And so I don't call them men, they're little boys. They're actually little boys. They just got older, but they still have a mentality, of a youth. And so and don't think that if you find someone a certain age, and I'll just throw an age out there, he's 35 or 40 and he still has that mentality of a little boy, don't count on him changing because he's 60. Don't count on it. That's who he is. That's who he is. He sure is, General. One SP. You are a treasure. I hope the love of your life knows how lucky she is to have you. He sure is. And you know who and I think he'd be joking, but I think Zero. I think I just get from Zero that he would be a good provider. But I also get from Zero, and I may be wrong. I'm just speculating that both of them, his wife and him, gonna be out there working. They're gonna bring their check together, and they're gonna do it together. And I don't think her money gonna be her money. I'm just guessing. Correct me if I'm wrong, Zero, but I don't think her money gonna be her money, like SP was saying. I knew a lady that dated a man from Nigeria, and he left her after she sorted his immigration documents. Uh huh. And so I I knew of a couple, and she convinced him, that we gonna move to the United States, and I'm gonna marry this guy for my for my green card, so I can get I guess the K1 visa. I think that's called. I'm gonna marry him, and then when that worked out, then I'm gonna get a divorce, and then I'm gonna remarry you. Okay, first they had to get the divorce, her and her husband. So she divorced her husband, married the guy that he was in the States already, married him, divorced her husband, married him. She was supposed to divorce the man and remarry her ex-husband, and then they can work on his papers. Well, she came up with every excuse that she could find. She never, she never wanted to divorce the guy. She told her husband all of that, left him in the country, came over here. He came over here, I think, on a tourist visa. Then the time ran out. He waiting for her. The time ran out, and he stayed. So I think to this day he's still uh, illegal over here. But you know what? You have to know the guy that she married. The first husband. He was lazy. He had no initiative. He had no drive. And I'm gonna be honest with you. I know she was sick of him. She was sick of him because I knew him and I was sick of him. Um, Made excuses for everything why he couldn't do this or couldn't get this. Make excuses. And so when she married the other guy that she could get her citizenship, she married him. He was all that she wanted. Alone, I know it wasn't perfect, but it was a good it worked out really good for her, so she didn't want to get no divorce and then go back to what she had before. And this guy came with the job, the good attitude. um she had 2 kids by her first husband, embraced those children, did for her children. And guys, there's another way, be good to the woman's children. Oh, that's part of the battle is won. Cause you good to the children. Oh, that's some major points. Thank you, but I'm going to have a pass on being with a queen right now. No, I yeah, yeah. No, I know we've had discussions, SP. I understand it. I was just talking, speculating, just if that happened. But I know you're more directing it to a general. But we've had those conversations. I have other things to do first, like Adam. Excuse me, like Adam before he discovered Eve, he had to name all the animals in the garden. Right. But that's what I was saying. A lot of good guys are preparing for when that person comes, when that woman comes, that everything gonna be straight, and whatever he needed to do, that person at that particular time would be a distraction. He gonna get that done. He gonna do so. Yeah, I know what you mean. The Nigerian man had absolutely nothing to contribute to the household, but after all that Lydia had done for him, he left her very sad. And you know what, General? He ain't gonna prosper. He ain't gonna prosper because he had to use somebody and step on somebody. And I'm not saying it couldn't happen, but ladies, don't you get nobody from another country that want to come from the United States. You are their passport. You're the reason how they gonna get over here, and that's what they looking for. They'll say I love you and don't even know you. Because I know a guy that I know, he was a good friend of mine. His sister married this guy from, oh gosh, I wanna say it over there where Syria is or whatever. It's like in that over in that part of the world. And they got married, and I guess he had figured out everything before he got over here because I think he knew somebody over here. But a week after they got married, he went to the store and he ain't been back since. I don't know if it was loaf of bread, carton of milk. It really don't matter. He went to the store and never came back. And she was like, they were young. She was like, I think she was like 21, 22, and he was just a little bit older. So he preyed on someone that was young, and that would be the furthest thing from her mind that at that particular time that he was marrying her for the green card, for the, to come over here in the States. But yeah, it happens a lot. It happens a lot. Zero, you are also a treasure in a gem overhead in the UK. We describe men like you as gold, are very hard to find. I agree. I agree. He just better stop calling me a gangster. Yeah, but I know. I laugh at SP because I learn more and more as we interact on this platform. The foundation, which I like, the foundation, his foundation is the Lord. And it's going, whatever he says, whatever his actions, to me, in my opinion, it's going to be Bible based. I can respect a woman who used to bring things to the table, but what happened? You have a man who does not know your story, but the Holy Spirit speaks to him and tells him everything about you. Let me read that again. I can respect a woman who bring things to the table, but what happens? You have a man who does not know your story, but the Holy Spirit tells him. Now, see, if that's the case where the Holy Spirit steps in and then what they say, you let go and let God. Cause when God's in it, it's like, okay, So, like I said, well, me and God, we have had some discussions, and the the basis of me just giving it to God, just handed it over to God, and I just don't. I'm just. I'm okay with the gift He's given me. But yeah, He tells you to sit back and watch Him bring you everything. Just sit at the table. A deadbeat man, a drain on a hardworking woman. You better say that, General. You better say that. My sister had her share of lazy men. One always had an excuse of why he could not keep a job. I don't have a car. I ain't riding no bus. I'm not starting on minimum wage. But it's a certain such thing as promotions. Work hard, take some, go back to school, make yourself marketable. I know the kind. Oh, that's too far. I'm not getting up that early. Every excuse in the world, but they don't have no excuse when they come to the table ready to eat, or when they turn the light switch on and the light come on. What about that? You think it pays for itself? Or what about that roof over your head? You know, who's paying for that? And then some men, when like the profession that was I was in, some men was looking for ladies with Section 8, so they could just ease they way right on into her house. You laughing at me, General? That was the thing, though, guys. And then that's funny. He would take her, when like if we needed something, or we had annual recertification, so you could just go with paperwork and see if you're still eligible for Section 8. And so we would set appointment with people, if they didn't have their paperwork, we set appointment, sit down with them and go with everything, and have them bring their completed paperwork, questionnaire, and whatever. We sit down with them. And I would sometimes be in the conference room, just to kind of take didn't want to go to the break room, just to, take a little break, and the windows was on the side, so you could see who was coming up to come in. And so I saw my appointment come in, and he just holding her hands, coming to the Section 8 office, coming to and it was probably her car he drove. And I would just laugh, look at him. Oh, she in love. Oh, my baby brought me to the Section 8 office. She's so in love. He's so good to me. And gave you a dime since he met you. But he gonna hold your hand like you guys are, this my baby. I'm gonna take her to get her Section 8. Food stamps, cash aid. You know. Nah. Never mind. Never mind. And I just wanted to shake her when she came in. When she thought we had these little interview rooms. And don't think I didn't show some, I didn't let nobody know. I didn't let her know I saw you. I saw you. I didn't let her know, but I threw some little jabs out there, make her think. And she about to say, how'd she know that? Because she wouldn't bring him in the interview room. He'd be out there in the lobby. But I saw you. I saw him. So I throw little things out there, you know, act like it was general conversation. Didn't, direct it at her, but just, part of the conversation that I led to go down that avenue. She didn't wake up because she left holding his hand. On SP, what do you think about a relationship where the woman earns more than the man? Hmm. My sisters, I have to say that there will there would be any lazy men if women would stop and a ooh, tell the truth, SP, because they will only do as much as you allow them. Tell the truth, SP. There's some there is so much good man can do. There's so much a good man can do to eliminate all the bad guys prey on nurturing women. Ooh, that is so true. Hashtag facts. Oh, you cleaned it up. My sisters, I have to say that there would not be any lazy men if some women would stop enabling them. There is so much a good man can do to eliminate all bad guys prey on nurturing women. We get what you're saying. Yes, yes. SP totally agree with your point on some women enabling lazy men. Exactly. And see, the thing about it is, my father set the example. I don't remember my dad taking a day off. He worked. He liked providing for his family. Even when they were empty nesters, my dad had his own, he stopped working for people. He had his own business. And I don't think he retired till he like 76. And but the thing about it, I think the reason why he retired is because his job was a manual job. He was a body and fender guy. You know, you crash up your car, he straightened those dents out, spray that bad boy, look like new, and he was good at it. Had been done doing it, before they even had before he could. He used to do the sanding by hand before he got a good sander. Can you imagine? After he knocked them dents out, he had to sand it and he did it by hand. And that's why my dad's upper body was real strong. Even when he was in the hospital and he had I don't know, a stroke, but he was getting better. And when he had therapy, the guy that did the therapy, I would come, I would go to work, get off a half a day, come to the hospital where he was, and then visiting hours. Then I would go home. And the guy from the therapy told me that the physical therapist said, "Your dad had a strong upper body," and I think for him working like that, the work ethic that he had when he got sick, it's like he wasn't all pitiful and everything. I mean, he would still when the guy would say pull up on this and walk away. He was had a strong upper body, but I think I got my work. In fact, I know I got my work ethics from him. So one SP tell the truth and shame the devil. But yeah, guys, it's like I can't do that. I can't. I couldn't. And I am so 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 glad that my son-in-law is not a lazy man, and he's teaching my grandson his work ethics. So I don't worry about my daughter. I do not worry about my daughter in no kind of way. She married a good guy. Because if she didn't, oh, uh, I ain't even gonna let you guys know. Use your imagination. He better be good to my daughter. I don't have a problem with women who earn more than a man, but my question, what is stopping the man from earning more than her? Maybe the profession, maybe that they chose. He chose this, she chose that. They're both hard workers, probably, but he maybe chose a profession that, compared to her profession, it's just, she can go further. Maybe she had more education, so she was more marketable. I don't know. I see, I would want, depending on what his profession, personally, for me, depending on what his profession was, and that, okay, so what I did, and say anything, if he had an occupation that was just respectful, you know, uh, even like a blue collar, uh, let's say a bus driver. If he was something like that, and that company was open, that he could see, see the uh, uh, getting to a certain point, I wouldn't mind. But if he got to a point where, and I just used the bus driver thing, but if he got to the point where, if he picked something that was a dead occupation, like, man, so you want to do pedicures and manicures? uh-uh, uh-uh. No, 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 sir. It goes back to what me and Marilyn Gill said. If a man does not have goals, purpose, or potential, thank you, he cannot be maximum his destiny. That's right. You gotta have that. You gotta have that. You gotta have some purpose, and you know, I believe that everyone has a calling. Yeah, I was watching something on TV yesterday. Uh, sort of like what we were talking about, man getting his green card, but the woman was going to South Korea. She had a baby by this man. It was 90-day fiance, and so I'm not sure if they were if she married him, but anyway, he was supposed to have everything straight before she came to Korea. She had a baby when she met him, which she embraced, and I liked him for that. But she had a baby by him. I think it was a son, and so he was supposed to have everything straight, and he didn't. He was working a part-time job, delivering stuff, and he said, and he even told her he had picked that part-time job so he can rest whenever he want to. And in other words, the other jobs I would lose a little sleep. Yes, the profession and education level makes a difference in income. Yeah, it do. Yeah, it do. And so, yeah, if they picked professions where there's growth instead of something like I say, sorry, every person who wants to be with someone, every man who wants to be with someone, to me, instead of doing pedicures and manicures, try to work on owning your own shop instead of working for someone else, because you're not going, you ain't going nowhere if you stay in that profession. You're not going nowhere. So instead of doing that, have the initiative. Okay, I want my own business. I know how to do this. But some people will be glad doing manicure, guys doing manicures and pedicures. A lot of us men make excuses for not performing at our best. We sure do. Because when the guy told the woman, I picked the part-time job so I can have when I can have time to rest, I can rest when I want to. Is other people, looking at it like you looking at that, and they tell you what they think about what that person is doing or saying. And this one guy that had just got married, had a son, married this woman from uh, I don't know where she was from, Dominican Republic was it? But anyway, she was pregnant, and he said, "Oh no, when you married and have kids, you don't. It ain't a whole lot of time to rest. You got to take care of your family." And I said, "Oh, bravo, bravo." Yeah, they make excuses why you can't do whatever. If education is the issue, then he knows that he must get more. That's right. Even if, and now you almost have to, even if you have to go on them online classes, go to college online, or not even if you didn't go to college, just, you know, some people just rather go learn that particular trade. They don't have to worry, don't want to learn to take another English class, history class, getting all those credits. Some people just want to skip that, and that's okay for some people, yeah, and just get that trade. If the profession is the issue, then he knows that he must either advance where he is or do what Marilyn Gale said, start his own little business. That's right. I was watching my pastor's father. It was an old tape that they was showing excerpts, and he was talking about the civil rights, you know, uh, issues, the civil rights, and he was saying, okay, because of certain things, because of what certain people did, um, instead of sitting at the back of the bus, we could sit in the front of the bus. And you know what my pastor's father said? He said, "See, I'm not about sitting in the front of the bus, back of the bus. I want to own the bus line." I said, "You go ahead on." He didn't underestimate what others did before us. The freedoms that came with what Rosa Parks did. He said that's fine and good. Now I want to own the bus line. I want to own the buses. So I liked his way of thinking, and his son, and that's being a good mentor to the men in that congregation. I think with a pastor like that, that's being a good mentor to the younger guys, to show them, okay, this is fine and good. This and this happened. Now be an entrepreneur. Use all those freedoms and be an entrepreneur. What if the man is not academically inclined? One SP, you answered my previous with the man starting his own business. Okay. Yeah. I just I just couldn't put up with someone that just, like we used to say back in the day, someone that don't have any order about themselves. I just don't have that kind of patience and tolerance to put up with anybody like that. Because even at this stage in my life, I'm always looking for things that I could be prosperous. And not only am I looking to be closer to the Lord, I know that by seeking him, all the rest of that is going to come. Like I'm working on, let me put it this way. It's something in the works right now with me. Um, and I don't want to say too much because it's at the beginning stages. And my brother is like a mentor to me. And he has some fantastic ideas. And it's not ideas that fall off, that stay on the drawing board or the table, planning table, and they just stay there. No, he implements his ideas and it becomes very lucrative. Okay. So he's got something going, and as it manifests, you know, I may or may not bring it to this platform, but if I see that maybe somebody else could benefit, I might just do that. But I'm gonna see, what happens. There are a lot of excuses we men make to a woman who makes more money than us, but I know as a man that if he puts his mind to something, that he can walk into it. Men have become millionaires in jail. Yeah, yeah. A lot of them, that's real because a lot of men, and I'm just gonna talk about one part, millionaires, they sit down and they write all their rhymes, in prison and come out and they got, some men have been in prison and have hit records. Remember that guy that sang Return of the Mac? He was in prison when that was released. Return of the Mac. He was in prison. Yes, it's better to own that bus service. Well said and fantastic thinking. I, I, okay. I thought that was too fantastic thinking. Yes, and Suge Knight, and I hate to use him as an example because he shouldn't be nobody's mentor, but Suge Knight, he's got other people taking care of things, and he's running some things from out of prison. You know, he gonna be there for a while. He may even die in prison, but he got people to continue his legacy. My little brother is illiterate. He cannot write or read. I know if he can start a construction business that is thriving right now and the profits after 5 years, any man can. All right. That is a lot of initiative. And he did not make any excuses. Well, I can't read a contract of this, so I'm not going to do anything. No, you come up with the ideas or whatever, get somebody you trust, and then they can do the other part of the business. Wow, I congratulate him. And then you know what? Sometimes, like, I knew somebody like that. They could make money, they couldn't read or write, but they had that knack of making money. And he tried to go back and learn and found out he was dyslexic. So you have to learn a different way. And so he probably wasn't tested for certain things, but people who have like learning disabilities, they just have to be taught another way. But a lot of teachers were not equipped to teach him that way, the way that he needed to be taught. He couldn't be taught like the rest of the kids, but he was smart, could do things, learn things. But as far as reading and writing, he had to be taught a certain way, which finally, you know, they're realizing that. 1SP, which man became a millionaire in jail? In the UK, that would be impossible because the label of having a criminal record follows the person to death. Unless they were in the entertainment general. If they was if they was in entertainment, you know, or rappers, um, I'm trying to think of somebody who got out of prison and let me think. Rue said, I need to listen later. Okay, thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you for coming in, Rue. Thank you very much. Yeah. We were just talking about people who get together, their finances, and finances can, a person have to be have initiative and pull their weight in a relationship. And mainly, we're talking about men. In order to take care of their families, you got to work, bring in some money. I'm trying to think, General, to see if I can think of someone. Oh, I don't even know if this was the United States. Remember, guys, that guy that when they took his mug shot in prison, the picture went viral. Remember? And then he became a model. In fact, I think he got engaged or married this millionaire lady because they showed them on her yacht, I think, or whatever. Y'all remember that story? I don't even know. Was that the United States that the guy was in? I don't even know. But the mug shot went viral to the point that he was offered a job as a model when he got out of prison. I don't even know. I don't even remember if that was in the United States. I can't remember his name or anything. But I know you guys remember that story. It was all on TV, all over social media and everything. And who else? But a lot of the rappers been in prison, jail, and actually, being kind of person, having like thuggish ways that seemed to make your career better. It just seemed that way. And Remy Ma, she was in prison, came out, and the only thing that hurt her career, as far as what I've read, when she got out and she was still on parole, she couldn't go tour. She couldn't tour, so that hurt her. But as far as her being successful, Tupac is one of the most famous people who have become a millionaire in jail. Tupac, yeah, overnight success over the album "Me Against the World" as it was released while he was incarcerated. Yeah, and then when we came out, it's like you say, those rappers. I mean, then he got movie roles. He went to prison again, came out, was just as successful. He starred in some very good movies. What's that one with Janet Jackson? He was with. Um, oh gosh, the one with Janet Jackson. Poetic Justice, and I think that was one of John Singleton's movies. In fact, I know it was. So a lot of those producers, writers, people, and you know who else I think could go to jail and he wouldn't. And if you got some talent, he's all for, he's not gonna hold it against you. Tyler Perry. If you got talent, he'll give you a chance. And I don't know him personally, of course, but from seeing the things he's done and how he has helped people with roles and you know uh just doing a lot of good things for people, no matter what people feel about Tyler Perry. He's a generous man. He's a generous man. No matter what you feel about it, he has done good by a lot of people. Monique may not agree with me, but he's done good by people. And the rest, the way I look at it, is up to him and God, between him and God. On SP, I'm a little baffled on one issue, though I agree with your points. Why would you say it is unacceptable for a woman to earn more than her husband? Yeah, SP, which, excuse me, at this stage of my life, I personally, I would want the man to come to the more to the table than I do because I just want to know how it feel to be taken care of. I would want to, I'm not going that route, but I'm just, speculating if I was going to go that route, would I want this, that? You come up with some good questions, General. It is fair to conclude that the only profession where you can become a millionaire after being in prison involves being in the entertainment industry. I think there may be very few exceptions, but I agree with that statement, General. I think there's some exceptions to the rule. I don't know anybody. In fact, a lot of guys, like you said in UK, a lot of guys go to prison, got a record, and they're not marketable, no matter how good their skills are. A lot of people have, you know, got rich in prison, came out and did even better. But yeah, it does seem to be the entertainment field. Um, I'm trying to think of, someone who has a regular profession. I can't. Martin Luther King Jr. is another person who became a millionaire while he was incarcerated. He released the autobiography of Martin Luther King Jr. Hmm, I didn't know that he was a millionaire while he was in there. I didn't know that. I didn't know that. Uh-oh. Instant bestseller. I can see how it happened, but SB, I didn't know that he was in jail while that what when his book came out. I was just that I just can't think of many. So I'm thinking for the most part, there's some exceptions, but like General was saying, most of the time it don't happen like that. Anybody want to come up to and not have to do all that typing? If you have, I'll just put the link down. So if anybody come in and we don't know them, guys, I'm not gonna, and allow them to come up. I can tell you some horror stories about. I'll just put the link down. You are a wealth of information, SP. Okay. Just in case you have some more knowledge, information to, this is going to, oh, horror stories about people coming up that you don't know and putting them on the panel. Yeah. One of them, let me tell you real quick. One of them, this girl, there was some a few people in there, and they were getting all. They were, she didn't know them well. They were getting all, friendly with her, and she put her the link down. It came up, and the one guy switched the camera, and it was instant porn. Yeah, and everybody, and she freaked out. So yeah, what's the ratio of achieving success after being in prison? I think it's low. Percentage wise, I don't know, but I think it's low general. Hey Crystal, how are you? Thank you for joining the live. I appreciate you. Right now we're talking about, the people in prison coming out. Do they have something to fall back on? Can they be successful? Some people have made money in prison while they're in prison, being millionaires, and so we're on that right now. We've talked about a couple of subjects, and now and it's all involving, achievements and finances. So we're on that right now. So did I put that up there? Oh yeah, I did. I couldn't find it. I was trying to find the link. I'm well, so happy that the schools have two options for school. Oh, really? I thought it was just going to be the homeschooling, and they had not figured out. Well, I guess it depends on what state you're in. What's the two options, Crystal? Because I'm curious to see um, what the other one, how they would have enough um, room for social distancing. Will they have the classroom and the gymnasium? That's not good. That's not good. I can't think of what they're gonna homeschool. What's the other option? That's because I saw like someone had put like um a picture of a classroom with the way they had the social distancing, like it was like 4 or 5 kids in the one classroom, which is good for teaching, small number, but uh with all the kids coming back to school, I'm just trying to think if that could be a good option. Martin Luther King was not your typical prisoner. No, he wasn't. He was an educated man who had a wealth of knowledge. Yeah. And I think, General, we were talking about like your average Joe. Yeah. In my county, they have two options. They can come to school or be homeschooled, and I choose homeschool. Good for you, Crystal, because I'm not feeling that going back to school right now for those kids. I'm not feeling it. Um, that's why I was wondering if they had like a better solution for social distancing, and with the number of kids that might be going now, if the majority of the kids are being homeschooled and there may be and that would still make me uneasy. And if they had like 3 or 4 kids in the classroom so they could distance them, 6 feet and more, but I would still be nervous for those children. I really would, because we don't, because I was hearing they said, well, of course, some children will get the virus, and and some may die. What? That's not an option. We don't play with kids like that in their lives, and they don't have no, they just doing what people, they say, I gotta go to school, so I gotta go to school. No, no, no. I've heard people say that. Well, if you're gonna die, that's not an option. Then that it is our job to keep those kids safe. It is their job to keep the kids safe. No, they have to still indoctrinate the children some way. Yeah, I'm just I'm just not, even my kids, and I feel, where are you from, Crystal? I still feel, like, that's not a solution. Yeah, he was a prodigal general. They claim they're doing social distancing. Yeah, and they would have to, but you know, I'm still concerned for the kids, even with that, even with 3 or 4 in the classroom, because I think even high school is a lot of concern. But what about them younger kids that sneeze and then they go out and they touch something, and then the other kids, little kids, how little kids are. You still have to tell them, cover your mouth, baby, cover your mouth. But they would have masks on. But still, I don't know. I don't know. I'm still kind of leery about that. Yes, yes, indeed. I'll have more information when I register my kids online school tomorrow. Oh yeah, it's getting closer to that time. Getting closer to that time. But I'm glad you're doing homeschooling, Crystal. To me, that's the sta- safest way to go. Homeschool. Oh, you're in Georgia. Yeah, my sister moved out that way, about 20 miles or so, maybe a little longer from Atlanta. I can't remember the town she's in. The media uses children to scare people into doing whatever they want. Well, when it comes to the kids, some adults be, they might take chances with this, that, and the other. But with their kids, and it is up to the parent to protect their kid, because when they go to school, you know, you can protect your kids better than anybody. Nobody care about your kids like you do when they're going up there. You know what I mean? The government could care less. Ooh, zero. I was thinking that, and I wondered, should I say that? Because that's just how I feel about it. Zero. Right on. I agree with you totally. They don't care about the children or the elderly. They don't care about nobody but themselves, actually, if you want to be real about us. Safety practice and strategies at school, they say. I don't care. I'm not there and I do not trust. Thank you. I don't either, Crystal. I don't trust it either. I don't know what their strategies are, you know, unless 90%, and I don't even know if that will work. And, but, as far as I'm concerned, I don't even know if I trust that. But I was going to say 90. percent of the children are homeschooled and 10%. That still may that still might be too many, chances to spread the virus, spread Rona. That's just, I don't know what the solution is, but if I had kids school age, which I don't, but if I did, I would homeschool them. I would homeschool. I just not feeling it. In fact, I gotta contact somebody and see what they gonna do. My ex-daughter-in-law. I gotta see where her head is, cause I don't want my grandson being. The government knows that parents will do whatever it takes to protect children. So even if a lie, they know parents will not take any chances. True. That is so true. They know it. And like you said, the smaller children would have a hard time following these directions to stay safe. Yeah, you know they will. Because they little kids. You know. And other little kids may be a little nasty. Because, most of us have taught our kids, cover your mouth, do this, do this, do that. But some people haven't been, that stern. Because you can look at the parents and sometimes, because a lot of grown folks, they don't. I've been in the store even before, before all this happened. I've been in the store and I've had to tell a grown woman, she's not covering her mouth and all them particles, I said, lady, would you cover your mouth, please? I did say please. Because people was looking at her and they wasn't saying anything. I guess they were scared, like, oh, what's she gonna do? She's not gonna do nothing to me. And I told her, but I did say please. Cover your mouth. Then I said to myself, nasty heifer. Yeah, I did. Exactly. Why didn't parents take these precautions with other viruses like they are now? I don't know. It's a different agenda. It's a different agenda. The reason why, I think this one is different. This Rona thing. Do I understand all of it? No, but I think I understand enough to do what I need to do. Take precautions. Zero that, when you know better, you do better. Amen. uh-huh. What you laughing at me, Crystal? When I said that, I didn't call it. I just said it down low. Heifer's my word. I don't call people bees. I don't do that. But you know what? Take a good look at a heifer, a real heifer, and that's not a compliment. And I know I should stop it, because in some households, heifer is a term of endearment. Oh my goodness. um, Anybody want to come up here and keep me company? It's hard looking at the camera. Not hard, but it is more interesting when I have a panel member. Did the authorities actually say that some schools may die and expect parents to be okay with this? I heard, I don't know who said that, but I was listening to the actual news on TV, and and I can't even I was trying to read something and TV was on, so it was said, but I don't know who said it because I looked up and and who said that? But yeah, I heard it. I heard it. I'm not sure who that was and what role they had because it was the news person telling the story of what was saying because it was said that 45 wanted to demand the children go back to school. Lead by example. Let yours go. That's all I got to say about that. Let yours go. Yeah, I heard it, but it could have been what we said earlier. It could have been just a news person saying, "Well, some kids gonna die," but you know, it was just too matter of fact. I put it that way. From my liking, it was too matter of fact that some kids may die from that going to school, all that, but I don't do it. No, we used to do that in which one, the bee or the heifer? Because we used to do that in our family. In our family, I come from a big family, and we would signify, and it was just it was a term of endearment. And even as I grew older, and I would when I go over to my mother's house, we lived close, and I would put on her perfume, and she would be talking to one of her sisters at church, and she was saying, "Can use up all my perfume. Why don't you get her perfume?" And she said, "That old heifer." And I'd start laughing, and she would start laughing. So it wasn't an offensive thing for me. It was a term of endearment. Oh, Lord have mercy. Uh, oh, you talking about the parents being okay, and that's something else. Yeah, so it's like I can't imagine any parent would be okay with that, General. I can't imagine. Huh. Okay, good. I didn't want you to think I was laughing at that statement because that's not funny. I was still, when I thought you was talking about the heifer part, but then when you directed it to general, I knew you were still, you was talking about the parents. In the UK, they realized that there are a lot of teenagers who are affected with, but have no symptoms. Yeah, they are the ones infecting other, not intentionally, of course. Yeah. Who was that? Me and my son was talking about that when I talked to him, and I was telling him because he's out there working, whatever, and I was telling him to be careful, and stay away if somebody's snotting and all that, to stay away. And he was saying, Mom, um, some people don't have symptoms, right? I said, yeah, you're right. So it's like, mm, that's what I'm afraid of. Like, how can you have it and not know? That's so scary. It is, but remember back in the day, we would have all read about this because we're, we wouldn't have been. Oh, they had that typhoid Mary, and all them people died from typhoid. What is that? The fever. She was a carrier. She was a carrier, but she didn't have it. So yeah, your right to keep your children at home is unacceptable to put children in vulnerable situations. Right, because they're going to do as we're the parents, the adults. They're going to, you know, do what we say. So we put them at risk. They don't have no say about it because they're children. So I don't like that. My husband worked where they make airplane parts over him every day because he goes out in public. That's right. Because he's going out there. They probably would talk about firing him if he refused to go. So he's making a living. Hey, Zero, what's up? Thank you for coming on the path.
Oh, no problem. Yeah, I thought I'd come over and chill with you real quick.
You at work? I hear something in the background. You at
Oh
work?
no, I'm not. No, I'm not working.
Okay.
No, I'm just playing playing the game.
Oh, General, I'm telling the truth. They are. Some of them got nasty parents. So if they have parents like the lady in the store I was saying about sneezing on without covering her mouth or putting her mouth in her in a in her armpit, or or in where your elbow is. Now if they do that in the store, they do that at home. They do that in the store. But they are. There's some nasty little kids. And they don't mean no harm. They just wasn't taught. And that's the truth. Yeah, it is. You didn't catch that one, Crystal. And I don't mean to be mean, but that's the truth. You seen some nasty little kids. That's their heart.
Shoot, pretty much all of them, pretty much. Nash for the most part.
Huh?
I said pretty much all of them Nash for the most part.
Yeah, they do some. Yeah, they do some things that not too sanitary. Let me plug up my battery.
Okay.
Oh shoot, that's the wrong one. I'll be right back.
Okay.
You going on today, Zero?
I might do a live.
Okay.
I was surprised nobody asked me how I was playing the game live last night.
I came in. I hung with you.
I know you hung with me. I'm surprised nobody asked me how I was doing the live yesterday because I usually do those type of lives for those games like on my like pre-recorded or something like that. But I didn't. I did it live.
Oh, like you went on like a premiere.
No, I mean yeah, I usually do like premiere, but like last night I went live. Like usually I would do a premiere for those type of
Uh-huh.
games I'm used to playing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm still trying to. I don't. I'm not a game player, but certain ones, it's kind of interesting to me. Like, what are you doing? So I have to, I'll be watching. Okay,
Right.
he's looking over to this. So I'm not really. No, my grandson. See, he's into it. And in fact, he's supposed to be trying to get I think he's gonna do a YouTube channel in the gaming. So it'll be good for him because all the little girls will be coming to his channel, so he'll probably get a lot of watch time. You know how it is. In fact, didn't you notice it was probably just a couple of guys that came in and some that came later, but it was mostly women that came to yours. Did you
Oh yeah,
notice?
yeah, yeah, yeah. I've been
I
noticing
don't know
that.
what y'all doing, but you my buddy. It ain't like that with me, but I don't know.
Yeah, I've noticed that. Like, I mean, I was like, I mean, like I guess like mine is mine, and so I'm like, I mean, I don't be looking for a certain demographic, just like whoever, whoever rocks with me, rock with me.
Exactly. And that's why, and you know what? I think that was you that mentioned it. Sometimes that's why a lot of times I'll just say open discussion or open topic or whatever, because a lot of time I don't want to put a topic because a lot of times, well, it depends, but sometimes a lot of times I have a topic, but I don't like to do it sometimes in the title because I don't want it like clickbait. I don't
Right.
want it like, okay, they not gonna, I want people to hang tough with me. We're gonna talk about whatever. If you want to talk about something, okay, everybody's welcome to start a topic off. But I don't want,
Right.
like I had one live and I won't go to the details, but it was some drama brought to my channel and some things was done and basically it kind of hurt my feelings because my channel I felt was being used for someone else's agenda and I didn't like that. and
When did
i
it happen?
and I had
When did this happen?
um probably a couple of months ago.
Oh, okay. Yeah, so I probably
And
I did it might before I came through.
yeah, yeah. And it drama was brought to my channel and I had almost 200 people in my life, and I haven't seen most of them since. See, so it's like you know, everybody wanted that drama. Not everybody, because a lot of people I still see, or they're new period to my channel. But I don't want. See the clicks and views. If I got to have drama where somebody's blasted somebody and somebody, if I got to have that, like you were saying yesterday, I don't have time for beef. I don't
I,
have time
uh,
for, I don't have time for,
I really don't.
yeah, it's like I got too much in my life, too much on my plate, you know.
Even if I didn't have that much going on with life, I still don't care.
I don't want that. I don't want that either. And so they, it was this person, these people brought their entourage, and these people brought their entourage. This side, like this person, and this side. Don't use my channel. I felt very used.
Oh
I
yeah,
did.
if I even sense like there's gonna be some drama, I'm already kicking you off.
Yeah,
I
and,
mean, yeah, I'm kicking you off, and if you get mad, I'm gonna block you. I don't even care to hear it.
but the thing was, the two parties that was beefing, I liked both of them. You know
Yeah,
what I'm saying? I like both of them. And that hurt me more because I'm saying, okay, I like this person and I like this person. I like both of them. And so y'all putting me in the middle of something that's not even my business. And
I'm
so yeah,
I'm
so
uh,
I didn't like that at all. So, I just, when people, they may not have time to come every day when I come on, but the people that can find time to come in and discuss whatever, that's who I like. If I got to go through what I went through, cause that hurt my feelings a lot. And I shouldn't have been that sensitive to that, but I was because I felt it was a setup my channel. And it's like,
it
take
probably
that to
was
your
then.
own channel because both of them had their own channel.
Well, yeah,
They
they got
give
their
you,
own channel, yeah. Hey,
Yeah, take it to your own channel. Oh,
yeah,
you
don't be
know
messing
they
up.
will hear from
Don't
the
be messing up
top.
my stuff. Yeah, don't be messing up my stuff.
I know. I don't want no rag channel. I
Yeah,
just, and it's like, oh well, I got a right to defend myself. Not on my channel, you don't.
right, right.
You don't have no rights up in here. And so
You
then,
got you got privileges,
yeah, you don't have no
and them
right.
privileges can and them privileges can be revoked.
In a quickness. It is, Crystal. It's a waste of energy. It's a waste of time. And see, I have, I have things that I want to accomplish. I wanted this to be okay. We can talk about certain things, but certain things can give you a life lesson. Like I was saying the other day, it can give you a life lesson if it's only a don't follow that pattern because they are not mentors. We can talk about stuff like that, and we can play games and stuff like that. But I'm talking serious stuff. I'm talking, how you go on some channels and they want to call CPS on people and mess them. Oh, it's like keep the kids out, and I mean, it's some stuff going on. And if they want to do their channel like that, have at it. But on my channel, I wanted to have some value. You know what I mean? Some positive things, some funny things. Oh, we can talk and laugh all day long. And like I call people heifer or whatever, you know, don't y'all know that I be kidding because I don't call people out their name. I will call you a hell, but I don't. Like I said, the way I grew up, you just and I noticed a lot of my friends deal with the same thing. They family use that heifer real quick, but normally, I don't name call. I ain't calling nobody no bees. The only time I would probably say that if I was referring to something I saw on a program, which I can't see how I would say it, but I'm just saying. But I don't do that. But I like people to come on, talk about a particular subject. If they want to talk about something else, we can talk about that, and feel free to do that anytime. Anybody, if you guys want to talk about something, just put it in the comments. Yes, Crystal. Yes, fun and positive. And you know what, too, Crystal? And and I think the regulars that come in, they know that about me. I like to talk about the Lord too. And I'm not trying to convert nobody, and I ain't trying to lay hands on nobody, whatever. Sometimes I'll just things that happened to me that was such a blessing and experiences I had. I share that, and and the regulars will come in and they go, they'll listen, and most people agree. Some may disagree, but we can all just agree to disagree. Whether we agree or not, it's still uh important to me to bring the Lord into things because I want to be blessed, and I'm not going to deny Him. But I just want people to know if they disagree with me, I'm not trying to convert nobody. I'm just not. I can't anyway.
Getting converted. Conversion alert. No.
No, I'm not. We just speaking our religion and sharing. That's all you never. And sharing.
Mm-hmm.
That's all you never. Who needs the word? I'll be sharing.
Mm-hmm.
And who knows, Crystal, what might touch somebody and bless someone. Zero might feel so good he run around the neighborhood. He be all energized and stuff.
Okay.
But you know what? I have I have said prayers for people that come on my live that don't even know. You can't stop me from praying for you. Stop me from wanting you to be prosperous. I want you um to have a good life. You can't stop me from wanting you to be blessed. So I don't tell people. I just pray for y'all. And I don't think too many people will mind. They won't mind. Some people, you go, you scared you might get cursed. So a blessing? Nah, I don't think anybody about. And I just pray for anybody who has come on my platform, anyone in the sound of my voice, and Lord bless them and keep them safe from this Rona thing. And well, I don't have to say Rona when I pray because He won't shut my channel down. But I just, zero playing the game. That's what person say. You playing a game? Are you
Yeah.
playing? I heard you click, and that's why I thought you was at work. I said, "Oh, okay. I didn't know what he did for a living." See,
I,
he
I
typed
told
it.
you, I told you I'm playing the game.
No, but when you say playing the game, I didn't know a video game because there's other ways I could take that,
Uh,
and I didn't know you were really playing the game. I didn't catch on. That was me. My bad.
well, I
I'm
mean, the only reason I'm kind of playing it, I'm trying to, is like I'm trying to play it on the laptop, see if that would do it, because like it was like a game I played for, and when I got towards, I guess I don't know if it was the end level or not, but it was like pretty far, and when I got into it, I actually, it was like when I played one mission, like the screen was black, so like it was stuff going on, but I couldn't see what was going on because the screen was black. So I was like, oh well,
Are you videotape? Are you taping it for a premiere
no,
or something, or just for fun?
no, no. I'm just doing it right now. I'm just trying to catch up, see if I, just playing it. But I will probably do a stream on gaming though. No, I'm doing streaming gaming. Yeah,
Don't you need to?
I ain't gonna
Don't
be
you
over
need?
here.
Go ahead. I'm sorry.
I said, if I'm doing streaming on game, I wouldn't be playing here. I wouldn't be on here. I'd probably be like, yeah,
You couldn't be over here talking to me, huh? That would be all on. Oh yeah. Now,
yeah.
don't you need a special laptop for that for the
No,
games?
I mean, depending on what kind of game you're playing, but like the games I'm playing, no, I don't need no special laptop.
Okay, because I got a new computer and I found out when I got the computer that I ordered one that was particularly good for gaming, and I don't do gaming. So let's see, it's a Radeon AMD Vega graphics. You know anything about that?
No,
Okay, but they said, because it had features that I liked and then I did not know.
okay.
Oh,
Uh,
General, you wasn't here. I didn't know you yet. So it was before you even came on my channel. But yeah, it was like, oh goodness, why they got to do that to me? Like everybody got their own channel. Take it to your house. Don't come to my house with the drama.
right.
Yeah, that was like I got very at first because I even replayed. Okay, it's a video called "Is It Is Done," and then the one before that I forget what I called it. It was it was so unexpected. The first video had another name because was it was just unexpected. It was brought to me, and I got uh, thrown under the bus the way I put it. The one before that, and then it is done, and I think I even people that was on my channel that didn't know what was going on too, and I wanted them to get a understanding. I even put the time stamp on there when the madness start happening. So it's the video before that and the video, and you'll see how many and look at how many views I have on that. It was like now if okay, now if I'm talking about the Lord, y'all gonna come over here 100 and some almost 200. No, it'd be about 3 or 4 people in here. You know what I'm talking about. Long as it's some messy stuff, there's
Well, I
five.
mean, I mean, if your channel like Christian channel might be, maybe, but
No, I'm not. I don't just do that. You know I don't.
well, I mean, I'm saying if you were to do that, then you would have a whole bunch of people on it. That's what I was saying.
Oh, I see what you're saying.
Yeah,
Uh,
I mean,
yeah, I
yeah,
talk
yeah,
about yeah, I talk
yeah,
about
yeah,
everything.
yeah. Most people love, love drama. I was like, yeah, I mean, I get when some people don't want to come over there because I don't have drama. So I'm like, yeah, I'm cool with that. Like, hey, oh yeah, he boring, he got no drama. Okay, I'll be boring.
It's just
All right.
bring negative. That's right, General. But see, if what was done on my channel, if somebody did that to you, Zero, you'd be hot.
Yeah, yeah,
You
I really.
you you wouldn't even care if you had 500 viewers. It's like, no, no, you disrespecting, like General say, my platform. It was very negative, General, and it just blindsided me. It blindsided me to the point where when somebody was telling me in the comments, and I thought they was kidding. Do you notice this, this, and this? And I'm looking at the comment. No. And then they said, well, then I had to go on my phone because it wasn't showing up. It wasn't showing up on StreamYard for some reason. But then I went on the YouTube side and got on my phone, and then I saw what was going on. And then you could tell in my facial expressions because I rewatched it. You can tell gradually I'm catching on, like, what the what? And it just, and then it's like my heart, like somebody just stabbed me in my back. That's how I felt. I felt like people, a couple of people that I trusted, just not really trusted, but I had known on this platform and had no beef with them. They was cool with me. I was cool with them. Never said anything out of the way to me. We were cool. Oh, how you doing? Go to each other's channel and go to each other's channel and encourage them and this and that. And that's what we was all about. So when things start unraveling, like I said, I like both of the parties, the parties that was involved, well, all three of them that was really had involvement in it. I never had a beef, so I felt blindsided. It does. It gets a lot of views. I saw on one channel, oh, this girl was hot. She was letting this guy have it on her platform live. They were having a back and forth feud. I don't know exactly why for. I didn't, I just saw the views. It came into my recommended. I don't know why. And I went over there and I said, oh no, I can't do this. I had to go. But I did know that she had 500, like the mid 500s, because people flock for that. They flock to that. And it's like, no, uh-uh, I don't want, because that stuff gets in your spirit. You can speak positive for life. Let one negativity thing take place. People remember that forever. Uh-huh. Yeah. But I will say that as long as you got that beefing going on, you're gonna have some good views. Soon as that beefing stop and you wanna talk about something else, all them people gonna show up. Oh, you ain't talking about nothing. You ain't talking about nothing. I'm gonna leave. No. I really enjoyed the discussion on the serpent, such an insightful chat. Oh, I remember when SP was in here and we was talking about it, a snake is a serpent, but all serpents aren't snakes. And we were talking about Genesis, how people ordinarily think that the serpent in the Garden of Eden was a snake, and that's not necessarily the way it was. Yeah, I remember that. That was, see, I'ma tell you. And and I don't go anywhere, I go online. I go my Bible studies. Bring your little tail back in here. I'm sorry, that's my dog. He think he pay rent up in here. Sit down. Sit. Sit.
I don't think dogs can actually pay rent if they wanted to.
Yeah, get him on a commercial. Yeah, he can. Put him
But
in
dogs not actually getting
put him
paid though.
in show business. Put him in show business. Let him get some money.
But the dog's not actually getting paid though.
It's for
The-
his talent, but the money come to me, so he pay rent. He good. I,
It
I
was
was
okay. I was like, I'm looking at John's comment. Like, yeah, it was not, never actually specified. Just people just said it was an apple. It just said a fruit.
right. It was a fruit, and I think SP General was saying that he thought it was a fig because when they ate the fruit, the first thing they grabbed was fig leaves. So he was saying, well, what he thought, and that was I don't know for sure, but hey, I can't dispute it. It sound reasonable to me. Zero and
Mm.
Crystal, have you any idea what the name of the forbidden fruit Adam and Eve ate at the bite? Oh, I spoiled it. Okay, forget what I said. What do you guys think it was? Do you think it was an apple? Do you think it was a something that we can't eat these days? Something that, you know, is forbidden? I mean, something that if you eat it, you get sick or something, or you think it's just something we eat nowadays? It is not closed, I don't think. No, it's not. It's just said forbidden. And I don't know where they got apple from.
Okay.
Yeah,
That's what I'm saying. Like I said, it's something they just said, but it's like, yeah, there was no mention of an apple.
no mention of, no mention of it.
I'm not even sure the Garden Eden story is true,
It's
because I
true.
mean,
You
yeah,
know why I
doubt it.
know? You know
Why you
why I
know?
know it? You know how I know
Why?
it's true?
How you
Let
know
me
that?
okay. I know it's true. I have a
Because
yeah, I have a few reasons. I know it's true
okay.
because God inspired man to write the accounts. Second,
Mm,
second reason why I believe it's
okay.
true. The second reason, I had rarely gone to certain books. To name one of them, Revelation. That book is just very. You need to dig deep to know what's going on. I had a dream that Jesus was speaking to me. I was talking and I was talking in a different language, in a heavenly language. I was talking in tongues. Jesus, in my dream, he replied back to me in English. Okay, so it was a lot more about that dream, but I'm going to leave it at that. About about a few months later, I told myself I'm gonna read that book. I mean, that's I didn't read the other books, or maybe another one, Lamentations, whatever I stayed away from. I'ma read that book. You guys, what Jesus told me in my dream was in the book of Revelations. So I believe what the Bible say. I'm not, like I say, I ain't gonna convince nobody, but I believe it's true. I put that way zero. I believe it's true because
So you believe it's
I
real.
know
You don't know for sure. You know, it's not a you don't know for sure if it's a fact. You just believe it's a fact, right?
I believe it's true because I've had
Okay.
you know why? Because I've had too many encounters with the Lord. I've had too many. See, now if nothing ever happened to me in life, and and I'm just reading this, but I've had too many experiences to know that He's real. I've had too many, and if somebody else haven't had experiences, yeah, I can see where you might have some doubt, whatever. So I don't know about that. But I'm telling you, Zero, I've had too many encounters. I've had too many things happen to me, and things that's in the Bible. You know, I've had too many. I can't. I can't be. I can't be swayed. Sorry,
I'm
that
not. I get it, like you believe, but I'm like saying like the reason why I'm saying it is because like it's not actually there's no actual proof of it in the Bible to actually
it's all
back it
kind of
up.
proof. It's all kind of proof. But
Not
you know
really.
what I think? You
It's
know what I
circle.
think? You know what I think, Zero? I think the reason why a lot of people don't believe because they were taught wrong. They were
No,
taught wrong, or they didn't interpret it right. And when you research, and then you have the you go to the language Hebrew, you go, translations, and you go back, and then the understanding comes like, oh, okay, that's that's what that was. But if you don't have no understanding, I don't believe that.
no. I mean, it's just like I mean, there's no real proof that it actually exists. Like, it's like you believe. I mean, you believe in one thing. I'm just saying, like, it's just like the actual facts. There's no concrete proof that it actually exists. That's all I'm saying.
I hear what you're saying. I do, Zero. But when something's been proven to you personally, because
I'm just saying like I'm not trying to argue. I'm not trying to argue the beliefs. I'm just saying like just like just straight up fact like it can't be denied. It's like it's not even to a point where okay, even if someone has to prove it's like it might be. It's like it's most. I mean, at best it's circumstantial. So it's like, I mean, but if you feel like that's the proof, that's on you. I'm just saying like until like they have something that's solid and it's like okay, this exists and they can find something that actually show that maybe there was something going on back then fine. I'd be the first one to say hey okay. All right, I would say I'd be first to say you were right, Marilyn.
they
I mean,
found Noah's Ark up in the what's you guys help me out, Crystal? They found Noah's Ark. If that ain't proof, they they they
I
they
mean,
have
you could.
found artifacts of things that's been
How they know it was Noah's Ark though? That's the thing
because
about it.
in because it's described in the Bible. And then along with the wisdom that God has given men for certain things, they can tell the age of things. And then in other countries who have never read the Bible before, but because they got, and I forget the word they use, they got people in their particular tribe of origins that things that happened This person remembers, and then they pass it on. And this person, and people have heard of that, never opened the Bible. They have heard of those little remote tribes and everything. They have heard because their ancestors, and it went through the generations, that described the flood. So it depends on where you're looking, where you research, and you got to get deep in the word, and then you ask for understanding, and you just dig and dig, and some things are just apparent, you say, oh, okay, but then some things you got to go a little further. You got to go a little further. Okay, what was the custom in those times? What was the region in those times? And then that just slayed me when people say, I serve a white Jesus. Where you in the Bible did it tell you he was white? Ain't no way in the world in that region, those times, what he, that my Lord and Savior was, it describes him. And that does not,
Yeah.
so it's
Well, I
like,
mean, I mean,
you gotta,
I mean, they doing like the pictures of like Cesare Borgia, like that was like made to be the image of Jesus Christ. So that's like where that comes from, and it's like like Captain, it's like, okay, well, if you know this is not accurate, okay, why keep that image? That's, oh, well, the image doesn't really matter. Okay, if it doesn't matter, then
we are
why not
not,
have it be black?
okay, I believe in Jesus Christ. Do
Yeah.
I believe in an image? No, because even though people do images of Jesus Christ and they say it should be okay, he teaches against that. We're not supposed to look at uh, 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 any graven images. And if you
I
got
mean,
a statue of Jesus, and we are taught not to worship that. That's
well, I
why
mean,
he never.
even in the Bible, Jesus wouldn't even want you to worship him. He probably mad as hell. Seeing people like, hold up,
Right, we're not
why are
supposed
you?
to do that. Yeah.
Yeah, he's like, why are you making money off my name? He probably did them like he did the Pharisees and kick, kicking over tables and
In the
chase people out of
marketplace.
whips.
Yeah. 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 Making my father's house a den of thieves. Uh-huh. Okay, there's a
Yeah,
question for you, Zero. I know you didn't see it.
I seen it.
Oh, you did? Okay. But I can tell you know a little something, something. Keep on, keep on.
I mean, I studied the Bible. It's just like it's like in my study, and then be finding stuff that just don't be adding up sometimes, like in the stories. It's just be like, okay,
I can tell you something. I don't even know whether you was in the live before. I can tell you something that I experienced, Zero, and it didn't add up. It didn't add up. But there was what that's only one explanation, and I have to go with that. And I can go with that explanation because the Bible tells us that there are angels that are unaware, that to our knowledge we think we talking to a communicating or with a human, and it's actually an angel. I'm telling you, Zero, that's why I believe with everything is in me what the Lord has revealed to many things to me, and to anybody who's listening. The closer that I get to the Lord, the more my spiritual eyes are open. The closer I get to him. And that's why, guys, I want my channel to be a certain way because I wanna please the Lord and not be a certain way. And I believe that he will bless me coming in and going out. He will bless me. And one thing that I cannot do, and I appreciate you even listening, Zero, and not poo-pooing, I, I appreciate that because, you know, no matter what your opinions are, I respect you as a person, and you we have a mutual respect for each other, and so my only prayer is that I believed if Jesus revealed himself to you, you would have no choice. Like he has to me, you would have no choice but believe, and you would be. I don't know.
I look at it like this. Everybody have their own path, so I don't tell people what how it is because your experience is different from my experience. That's kind of how I look at it.
Yeah,
So so it's like I'm not gonna argue with people about like religion because like one thing I did learn from mom is like two things you don't argue with people about is religion and politics.
but you know what? If because you come at me and other people that may say things similar to what I'm saying, the way you come at me with respect, I don't take offense to it, and I don't.
Yeah.
Like I said, I'm not trying to. I'm just telling you why I believe and what I believe,
Yeah,
but I'm
yeah,
not.
I get that, but your response is probably not typical of people who I would deal with. Even if I'm like respectful, it'd be like, yeah, you said something about my God. I'm like, okay. It's like it's like you might as well you might as well be beefing right there. You might as well
I
it
heard
might as well
that,
be a fight.
Crystal. I heard that, Crystal. I heard it was a quince. I heard that before when I saw that word. I don't know what a quince is, but I remember because it's not many QU words, so I remember that. Yeah, but I feel like when I go to your channel, you come to mine, or even the other channels I've been to where we see each other. I think people are very mindful of people's opinions and beliefs. So that's what I like that if you don't believe certain things, ain't nobody. See, that's what we're not supposed to do. Because you may not believe the same thing I believe, as far as things, of His Word. I am not supposed to condemn you. I, I, the, I'm not supposed to, because I don't have no heaven and hell to put you in. I can't, that's not,
Right.
that's not, we're not, so see, a lot of people will condemn other people. I'm not supposed to do that. I'm not
Yeah, I
supposed
mean, yeah, kind of got me thinking about like something like Eddie Griffin said. He was like, how come Christian always be the first person saying somebody to hell? He said, how you know that he's going to hell? How you know I'm going to hell?
yeah, you don't know what people, God looks at the heart also. And so
Yeah,
that's his business who goes to heaven or hell. I don't have no parts of that. I can't speak on it. I can't say, people say I've said it before, but I didn't mean it in that context. I don't, I've told people go to hell. But I don't mean literally. I mean literally. It's just that was my thing, like get out of my face. I'm through talking to you, but I'm not supposed. I probably shouldn't have said that either, but I didn't mean it literally. Okay, general theory, he did. He just seemed to have questions for the Lord. I am praying God talk to him more for his understanding. I agree, Zero. Never argue over these two. You just, oh, never argue over those two you just stated. Yeah, see, if we can have a discussion, and I think that's important. We have different views. I can listen to him, he can listen to me, and then we still cool. Now he can't stop me from praying for him, y'all. Because I can do that.
you
I can do that.
you
And
you better not be praying. Better not.
what if
Better
I pray?
not.
What if I pray, Lord, let Zero everything he touch gonna be prosperous.
Oh, okay. You gonna do this? Going to bang on?
Let everything bless him, Lord. Show
No.
him. I have always wondered what others thought the fruit was. Yeah. I knew it wasn't Apple, General. I wasn't sure. I like I said before, I thought maybe it was something that we couldn't eat nowadays. That's what I thought, and I didn't even know that for sure. But yeah, I just knew it wasn't an apple. I like how you think, General. Crystal is saying that to General. I know she's so cool. Yes, you cannot stop us from praying for you. That's right. We're gonna do a gang of prayer. Oh, but yeah, that's I have not gone to any of the channels that we go on, and I see you zero that um people
Yeah,
just judge you for your beliefs, and I've seen where certain people just downright bully. I've seen certain people um that they try to trick people. They hurt their spouses. I'm talking about. I'm thinking of one case right now where they try to trick their spouses into something,
right.
and I don't think that's what he wants us to do. Try to use trickery. Just state what you know, and then it's up to people to receive it or don't receive it. So, but I like, my channel, I talk about a lot of things. But when I start talking about God, I'm going to continue to talk about God. I've talked about, relationships and just, I just wanted to be a channel that you can get younger people can get a lesson from it, or just for entertainment purposes, as long as it's not ratchet. I don't want a ratchet channel. I appreciate Zero just for expressing his perspective or concerns and talk to. I know. Um, and see, God can work with a open heart. He ain't
Yeah,
closed. Zero just. What I gather from you, Zero, is you just want to see some proof. You just want to know. Okay, this says this and this. Okay, I don't understand it. That don't sound right. That sounds far fetched. Okay.
well, I mean, just like think about it. I just want to, just hear anything. Oh, just because, like, because, like, people just go like based off stuff. Oh, yeah, Bible said it, so it's absolutely true. Like, or something like, or just something that somebody told. Oh, well, this person told me that, so it must be true. So it's like I don't, like to do that. Like, I mean, let's not like, I know for some point, like, like logically that makes sense to me or something like that, or somehow that. I mean, if it's or something I believe, I say, oh yeah, I just believe it. I ain't gonna say like, oh yeah, I ain't gonna say I know something for a fact if I just believe it. That's kind of like me.
Yeah, I've had encounters like whoa, and I've made videos about some of them. I've mentioned some of them on my lives. And see, guys, that's why sometimes I may repeat things, and sometimes I repeat things because I feel like God is giving me that to say on my platform, and maybe um, you may have been in my platform this time and this time. Oh, Carolyn, hush, stop it. Hey, we didn't heard that before. But then somebody else. And then people, replay our um replay our lives and our videos. So you could make something today zero, and 6 months from now somebody enjoying that game that
Yeah,
you made a video. So, I don't want you guys to be thinking I ain't got nothing to say. It's just I have had, like I said, I've had conversations like I want the Lord to lead me on what, and I know every video, every live, it was not inspired. It was me. But I believe some topics I think God wanted me to talk about. I really believe that. I have an auntie who tells everybody to go and tell, woo. People get so accustomed to her, they just no, we're not supposed to tell people that. Um, we're supposed to put it in a way that lets them know that God said this, and that. And if you're not doing this, and this, you might have to reap the punishment. We're supposed to put it in a way that we're not condemning them, but at the same time, not co-sign their behavior. I'll put it that way.
Yeah, yeah,
Some people try to link what is written in the Bible to real life situation. Of course, nothing is wrong with that. I just don't say they are going to hell. Right, right. Because most of us got to the point later on in life that we believe in this, and this. But before we came to the understanding that, oh, I wanna live like this, and God says this, so I wanna do that. It was always a past life. So if somebody said you going to hell, no, no, because I don't do that anymore. If you're making those judgments because of my actions, and you're saying this, and this, and you didn't already condemn me to hell, and now whatever you condemn me for, I don't do that anymore, but you didn't already condemn me. No, no, I don't. It don't work like that. That's God's business. That's God's business, not ours. Yes, at systems theory, nobody that judgment. That's right. We're not supposed to do that. Not tell people in a minute, hey, I try to keep my porch swept. I keep my house clean. So I can't I can't give judgment on you. I'm just trying to make sure that I'm living the way I, I I'm supposed to live. And I can't and we can't convert anybody, like I said before, we can't convert nobody. We can tell them things, but we still can't convert. Holy Spirit converts. We don't. Speaking of the Holy Spirit, I have Bible study it's at 7:30. Never mind. I have it twice a day. I love it. You can ask questions and everything. But I appreciate you guys coming in. Thank you for coming up, Zero. I appreciate it. Next time, and Crystal, I'm gonna leave now.
yeah,
But if sometimes
yeah,
you want to come in, because I think all of us we have good conversation. Uh, and we can, like I said, I have I have people that replay my lives faithfully, and you know those that can't come in, that you'll probably never see on my lives, but they replay it faithfully. So whatever we discuss, and this is one of the topics I love, General and Crystal Zero. This is one of the subjects I love. And as Pete, he 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 left because this is one of his favorite subjects. So too bad he couldn't stay, but he lives in Canada, so his time is different, just like General's time. I enjoyed you too, Crystal. Thank you for being so much a part of this discussion. I like everybody's, input on it, and Crystal, Crystal, exactly. Only God can judge.
yeah,
That's
yeah.
right.
I really thought you were gonna ask me about like how I did it. I kind of want to say it, tell you how I did it, but it's like, hey, it's cool.
How you did what?
Like how I was able to live stream the game.
Oh, okay. I really would like to know, but we could leave that for another time. But
No, no, I can tell you now, cause it ain't really that.
yeah, I'd like to know. It's not like I'm gonna start gaming. I just
I
like to
know, I know, I know.
understand. Maybe I can, give my grandson some pointers when he get his YouTube channel.
I mean that we do. I'm just saying like how I did it. Like I was like,
Yeah, yeah, but
well, I mean, you want me to tell you? I mean,
yeah,
I do. Yeah, I'm
and
there.
it's something I can do and put it on share screen or
Yeah,
no?
yeah, yeah. No, no, you ain't got to put it on share. So I can tell you.
'Cause I thought
Yeah. Huh?
what you was getting ready to show me something.
No, I'm not gonna show you. No, I'm gonna tell
Oh,
you how I did.
okay, go ahead.
Yeah, I mean, pretty much how I did it was like, cause like when I was like, trying to, doing OBS, I guess, I mean, it worked on it, but like, I was trying to use OBS, but the problem was with that was it would skip. So like, even if I was like talking, if I was talking and then like, I was in the middle of saying something, it might skip some of what I'm saying and be like, oh, okay. And then and people like, what happened? So I was like, so like for the most part, like for the longest, I would just like record, pre-record the videos because I was like, well, I can't go live anyway. So I'm like, okay, well, give me a chance to, just upload stuff. So I'll just do that, and then after that, like I think like yesterday I did some testing. Like, okay, I said, all right, this sounds like this could work. 'Cause I kind of just stumbled over to it because I was just trying the application. I mean, the application worked on it like the system I was using on. But as far as that, like it was like the screen would start blinking and it started when it played and the screen started blinking. So I'm like, okay. And then when I did like another application which it didn't blink on, I was like, as I was playing it, I could hear it in my headset, but if I was like to play it play it out, on the stream, nobody could hear it. So I decided like, okay, well, I'm just gonna share my entire screen. So I use StreamYard to do it.
Okay,
So yeah, so I use that to do that. So I was like, yeah, I could. So it's like now that could I game if like somebody wanted to come on and talk, I can actually have somebody talking. We could be talking while the game while I'm playing the game.
oh, okay, okay.
Yeah.
So yeah, I can tell my grandson because with StreamYard, you don't have to have all those regulations. You have to have this, that, and other to go live on like it is YouTube. StreamYard, anybody can go, can't they?
Yeah, I mean, I guess, yeah, I can, and like I mean, it's like I like StreamYard. I mean, of course, like I would like do OBS because like OBS you can do a lot with it, but it's just like my computer is very limited, and it's still like a lot. I mean, still some things I don't know about it, but it's just like my computer isn't strong enough to actually use all the functions, but.
Yeah.
When I do get it better, I probably will be using OBS a little bit more. But yeah, I mean, for I mean, because I remember, I don't know if you were there when the conversation was happening. I remember when it's Bitch Better, we were talking about StreamYard and all that. She was like, she had a theory that like StreamYard is trying to create new ways of like of like trying to reduce people watch hours and try to keep less people from getting monetized. I would because I think it's probably like less money that I think it's probably like less money more money they have to split and and especially when they already working with YouTube. So when I was not them but the YouTube, it's more money. YouTube would have to more money they would have to put out. So of course they. I mean, of course, like already they did like 1,000 subscribers and like 4,000 watch hours because they know most people ain't going. ain't gonna get both of them. Even want to get one, and the other. Even if you get that, even then you might not even get monetized. So it's
Yeah.
kind of like
Yeah.
that. But what I heard, I mean, from what her theory was, is that like StreamYard is probably cutting people's watch time, and on top of that, like they're only bringing certain people around. Certain people
Yeah.
that probably
Yeah.
been to StreamYard before. And I was like, I gotta try it. I mean, yeah, I think it might be something to it, but I mean, as far as like bringing certain people around, but I mean, it's possible it could be reducing watch hours, but I got like that. I mean, cause like when I was playing God of War, I was doing it on my phone, so I'm like, okay, I can just do this from my computer, and then I don't have to worry. And then people are talking, and then I can just do it from my phone or whatever. I can look at stuff, look at people's comments from my phone and all that, and I ain't gotta
So
try to figure out what's going on. I kind of like if you have StreamYard on your computer, sometimes people use their phones to look at comments because certain comments StreamYard won't pick up. I mean, till later on.
yeah.
But as far as that, yeah.
Yeah, I figured you was using StreamYard because I saw how you separated the picture. You had more than just the screen of your the game. So I figured you was using it. I'm opening the door for myself. Come on, guys. Come on, outside. Come on. Excuse
Yeah,
me, guys.
yeah, yeah. Like I mean, I use other apps for it because I remember before I had my computer, I used to use like mobile apps, and like before I started working in the mornings, I used to be streaming at nights because I would usually be working nights. So when I came home, I would usually play game and then
Come
game a
on.
little bit, and then I'll probably go to sleep afterwards. But that's usually what I would do sometimes. But since I started working in the morning, I
Yeah.
you know I would just of course now I can stream night. I mean don't I mean the benefits of working night, sleep whatever whatnot. But downside is if like people if I was like trying to catch your stream or something like that, I would probably still be able to catch you, but I wouldn't be able to do what I wouldn't have as much freedom to do what I would want than if I was just like I was already home. So
Well, thank you for explaining that, and you're gonna have to do some of that again because I was messing with my dog. Okay, good night, Crystal. Thank you. Thank you so much. I'm gonna go now too.
uh,
I've been on for almost 3 hours. Whoa, I didn't think I was on that, but I gotta feed my dogs. That's why they're acting stupid. I gotta feed the one. Um, he he's a greedy little thing, so I will catch you guys again. I'm going to try to get a game night together for Saturday, but I want it a little different, uh, you know, than everybody's week, which I love the game nights that Nadia and Shay did, but I want to do
oh
something
yeah,
a little different.
these are the game that were you there at the game that I did Sunday? I'm not
I
sure if
was
you were
in
there or
the
not.
bushes. I was in the bushes because I was doing some other things, so I didn't really get to play. But I
Yeah.
had it. But I had it running.
Okay.
Yeah, I had it running, but I didn't get to play. So sorry about that. But
I
good
was all good.
night, Crystal. Good night, General. Or good morning to General, because it's wee hours of the morning with her. General.
Yeah.
It's when I come on at 4, it's a little bit
Yeah. It's like
after
almost
midnight
nine.
here.
It's almost nine where I'm at.
Oh, you're on the East Coast.
No, Central.
Oh, okay, okay, okay. Because I'm in Cali.
No. If I was East Coast, it'd be almost 10.
Yeah, huh? Yeah, 4 hours different. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. But anyway, thank you, Zero. It makes it when I have a little company, the time go by, instead of trying to. trying to do it all yourself all the time. I like having company sometimes.
Yeah, yeah, it is always good.
Yeah, I appreciate it. So good night, everybody. Thank
All
you
right.
for coming
See
in.
y'all, man.
I'll see you later, Zero.
All right. See you, man.
Okay, bye bye.
Bye.